Okay, so here I am right now, starting this pursuit of completing Shas, dressed casually here in New York, Brooklyn, New York, by the beach. Um, I'm a life coach. I'm doing this for my father's neshama, Leilu Nishmat Avi, Ben ציון, Ben Shiftan, starting from the beginning. Okay, here we go. Leilu Nishmat Avi, Ben ציון, Ben Shiftan. Okay, everything that I do, Leilu Nishmato. Okay, so we're starting with Masechet Berachot Perek Aleph, Mishnah Aleph. It says, Me'metai korin et Shema be'arvit. From what time do you read Shema at night? Meaning, from what time can you go and fulfill the obligation of reading Shema at night? Okay, because we are obligated to read Shema one time at night, one time in the morning. So, Misha'a shekohanim nichnasin le'achol b'trumatan. From the time that the Kohanim enter to go eat their truma, their special food. So, basically that time of when the Kohanim became impure and they went to the mikvah, they cannot eat their truma, their special food, until it becomes nighttime. So that part, which is basically Tzeta Kochavi, when the stars come out, okay, that is the time for when you could read Shema, from Tzeta Kochavi, when the stars come out. Ad Sof Hashmana Shana, until the end of the first watch, because the night is divided into three parts, and the first third of the night is the time until when you could read Shema, according to who? Divrei Rabbi Eliezer. These are the words of Rabbi Eliezer. That's what Rabbi Eliezer says. Okay? But the Chachamim say no. You could actually read it until the end of the first watch. It's not only from Chatzot, it's not only from Tzeta Kochavim until the first watch. It actually extends until midnight. That's what Rabbi Eliezer says. But the Chachamim say, the wise rabbis say, Ad Chatzot. It's until midnight. Rabban Gamliel says, Ad sheyalamod hashachar, until the light of dawn rises. Okay? Till then you can read Shema of nighttime. Not until the first watch, not until midnight, but until the light of dawn rises. It happened that his sons came from the house of feasting, Amlullah, and they said to their father, Lo karinu et Shema, we have not yet read Shema, the special prayer proclaiming God's uniqueness in the world. So what do? Amar lahem, the father answered them, Rabban Gamliel answered them, Im lo alamud hashachar, if the light of dawn has not yet risen, right? You are obligated to read Shema. Even if it's past Chatzot and all the other times that the other opinions held, he says, no, you could read it until the light of dawn rises. V'loza bilvad, and not only this, he says, Ela kol ma shamru chachamim ad chatzot. Whenever the chachamim, the rabbi, said until midnight, mitzvatan, the mitzvah, ad shelamud hashachar, is until the light of dawn rises. Hakter chalavim ve'varim. When it talks about burning the fats and the limbs of the sacrifices, mitzvatan ad shelamud hashachar, the mitzvah, the commandment, extends until the light of dawn rises, beyond midnight and all of that. So then asks the Mishnah, V'chol nechalim liyom echad, and all the korbanot that have to be eaten within a day, mitzvatana shel mod hashachar, the mitzvah continues until the light of dawn rises. Im ken, if so, that in all these cases the extension goes until the light of dawn rises, lama amrou chachamim ad chatzot, so why did the rabbi say until midnight? Kedei leharchik et ha'adam min avera, to make a person far from sin. Right? Because a person may say, oh, I have time, and then he misses it. So they say, you know what, you have until midnight. Really has until the light of dawn rises, but really they put like an extra fence. So if he misses it a little bit after midnight, he's still good. And that's a really good life coaching lesson for life, that always go and create extra boundaries for yourself to get the result. If you have to get something done by midnight, tell yourself, I have to get it done by 6 p.m. Just to play it safe. You have to get it done by 5 a.m. Say, I have to get it done by 9 p.m. Give yourself that extra fence. Second Mishnah. Me'matai, Berachot Perek Aleph, Mishnah Bet. Me'matai korin et Shema b'shacharit. From what time can you read Shema in the morning? Okay? Because you have to read it at night, and you have to read it in the morning. So answers the Mishnah, Meshakir ben techelet lelavan. From the time that you can distinguish between a sky blue color, lelavan, and white. So basically, when you can distinguish between that, the coloring of the sky is as such, that is the time from when you could read the Shema in the morning. From the time they could distinguish between sky blue and white. Okay? Rabbi Eliezer Omer, but Rabbi Eliezer says, Ben tchelet lekarti. He says, no, it's a little bit of a different time. Okay? It's from the time that you can distinguish between sky blue and leek green. Okay? Which is a little bit of a different time. Okay? And you could finish it, you can say it up until the sun rises. Rabbi Yeshua says, no, ad shalosh sha'ot. You have up until 3 hours into the day. Sheken derech b'nei melachim, because that is the way of kings, the sons of kings, princes. La'amod b'shalosh sha'ot, to get up within the 3rd hour of the day. So therefore, you too can read Shema until the 3rd hour, like the sons, the princesses, the sons of kings. Someone who reads from that point forward, lo hefsid, doesn't lose out. He's like a person who reads in the Torah. Mishnah Gimel, the 3rd Mishnah. Bet Shammai omrim. Bet Shammai says, Ba'erev kol adam yatu v'yikre'u. At night, every person should lean. Right? Because it's nighttime, and it says, Uba boker yamdu, and in the morning they should stand up. So, Bet Shammai says at night you should lean when you say Shema, lie down, and in the morning you should stand up. Why? Because Shinamar, it says in Devarim Vav, Devarim 6, and when you get up, and when you go to sleep, and when you get up. Meaning, literally, when lying down, you sleep when you lie down, and you get up, you stand up. So literally, at the time of lying down, you should physically lie down. At the time of getting up, you should physically get up. But Bet Hillel says, the house of Hillel says, Kol Adam Koreh Kedarko. Every person could read the way he wants. Shinamar, as it says there, Devarim Vav, in Devarim, Deuteronomy, the last book of the Torah, the 6th chapter, 6, it says, Ubelech L'chabederch. It says, when you go on your way, which means any way you want, you could read it. So Bet Hillel says, the house of Hillel says, you could read it whatever way you want. You want to lie down, you want to stand up, you want to sit, you want to jump, you want to, whatever way. Just say it with intent, with proper thought. So ask the Mishnah, Im Ken, if so, Lama ne'amar u'b'shoch b'cha. So why does it say u'b'shoch b'cha, and you should read it when you lie down, u'b'chumecha, and when you get up? So answers the Mishnah, it's talking about the time that people go to sleep. You should read the night Shema, and the time that people get up, and the time that people rise up in the morning, that's when you should read Shema in the morning, at nighttime in the morning. Amar Rabbi Tarfon says, I was going on my way, he says, and I went and I leaned like Bet Shammai said, because they say at nighttime you gotta lean, like Bet Shammai, v'sikanti b'atzmi, and I put myself in danger. V'sikanti b'atzmi v'pnei listim, I put myself in danger because of robbers. I risked my life. So they told him, you would have been responsible for your own life being so negligent, because you went against the ruling of Bet Hillel. Okay, so there you go. So the first three Mishnayot, and we will continue, God willing, to build up upon this. Very important to realize that the most important level of respecting your parents, why scholars have said, is after they pass on. Don't think that it's over. You can give to them even after they've gone to the next world.